Hi guys, it's almost a year now that the MP10 TKI2 has been released, and I got many questions about setups, about feelings of the car, so I wanted to make a small video to talk about it, and we're probably gonna do a live later on, but basically that TKI2 is the optional version of the MP10. So it's been developed to get more traction, better bumps behavior, and also the car to be easier to drive, especially in the bumps and on the jumps. So let's start with the improvements. For me, the shock towers, so the longer shocks and higher shock tower, give a better balance to the car. It absorbs the bumps way better than the old MP10. It also lands better from the jumps. We have more up travel, more down travel. If you want to know all the differences between the MP10 and TKI2, I invite you to watch the other video I made on the YouTube channel. But about those shocks and shock towers, in my opinion, it's a big plus. I did many tests on many different tracks, and I feel the car is way more comfortable with these options. So I really recommend you to use this. If you were using the standard MP10 before and you switched to the TKI2, it might be a big improvement, but for most of you guys, you have to think about the TKI2 as a new car. It's just small details, but that's what Kyosho is good at. It's just small details, but it really changed the balance of the car. And in my opinion, that car is amazing, and you just need to think about the setup and your comfort zone. So you need to go to the track, do some testing, feel the car, get your setup dialed, and then I'm sure you're gonna love it too. But with those shocks and shock towers, the behavior of the car is changed. So the shock pistons, your shock package, and the sway bar setup is gonna be different from what you were using before. So you need to think it as a new basis, and as soon as you start from a blank sheet, I'm sure you're gonna be better. About the transmission now, I did another video before, and in my opinion, that short 1242 gears, it makes the car pop a lot quicker from the corners, but it might be a little bit harder to drive. The rear end might be a bit loose. So if you feel your rear end is loose, I really invite you to go back to the 1343 gear ratio. The car will be smoother, it will generate more traction out of the corner, and it will be easier to drive. I personally like 1343 everywhere, so on any other track I went, I used that gear ratio. The body now, I switch back and forward. The idea was to have the high downforce body from the MP10 and the other version of the TKI2 for the high speed, high grip tracks, and we could use both. In my opinion, I use the TKI2 body everywhere. I personally love it. I think the car looks also a lot better with this body, so for me it's a big plus. At the end of this video, check the links in the comments. I posted on the blog the setups I recommend for when you build a car without any option, and also the setup I personally use and recommend for you guys to go with. It's an easy to drive setup. You can go pretty much everywhere with this setup. Just change the tires, and I'm sure you guys are gonna love it. See you guys soon.